You want to know the perks of being a New York tri-state resident? You could take transportation, a bus, a train, anything, take about an hour or two, and go see amazing, captivating movies like this one.
You know, they say if you make one friend on your first day, you're doing okay.
Hey, freshman toad! Get him! Come on, hop! Let's move it, boys!
The Perks of Being a Wallflower is an adaptation of a novel written by Steve Chosby. Correct me if I got that wrong. And he wrote the screenplay and directed the movie too. So he had a lot on his hands. And this movie stars Logan Lerman, Ezra Miller, the amazing Emma Watson, Paul Rudd, and a few other people sprinkled in there too, we might recognize. The plot revolves around this freshman named Charlie, who has a troubled past, and he's going into high school for the first time, and he is scared out of his mind. And out of some very crazy courage, he meets Ezra Miller and Emma Watson's characters, who are siblings, and they are seniors. And whereas Charlie is a very shy person, these seniors are like the most outgoing people in the high school. And basically, they are here to bring Charlie out of his shell, and Charlie experiences their last year of high school as he experiences his first. I have to specify this before I say anything else. When I first saw the trailer for this movie, I dismissed it as a girly, high schoolish movie that only girls can appreciate. But after seeing it in the city, because it's only out in Manhattan right now where I live, this is one of the best high school movies ever, and it's also one of the best movies of the year. First of all, we had A+ performances all across the board here. Logan Lerman carries the movie as Charlie. Emma Watson and Ezra Miller, who played the siblings, are also extremely great. Also, Paul Rudd has a small role in this movie as an English teacher, and he doesn't play a comedian like he does in most of his movies, but I actually like Paul Rudd in serious roles because I think he added a lot to this movie. The biggest strength about this movie is the chemistry between the main trio, and something about this movie, the character development of all three of these characters is done so naturally and organically through the course of the 3 acts. You really don't realize it at first, but at one point or another, you'll realize that you become very emotionally invested in these characters, and when shit turns sideways, you're nervous for these characters because you want to know what's going to happen next. When you're dealing with a serious film about high school, there's going to be dark and depressing moments and uplifting moments, but I have to say there was a great balance of both, and they both interlock greatly. When I say that the depressing moments go into really crazy dark places, I really mean it, but all these dark moments are alleviated by great uplifting moments that just make you feel good about life. There's also a great hand of humor. It doesn't come with slapstick, but comes with the emotional investment of these characters, because once you learn all the aspects and all the personalities behind this movie, the jokes write themselves, and it's just, the humor comes out through these characters. Another great pro about this film is that it's extremely relatable, and no matter what kind of person you were in high school, you could find a character or a situation to relate to. What 500 Days of Summer did for relationships, Perks of Being a Wallflower does for high school and high school love. This may be a positive or a negative for different people, but a lot of the story elements are left ambiguous and mysterious for people to interpret for themselves, and I dug it personally. I really can't say it enough, but I really, really love this movie. The only things that I had problems with this movie were physical inconsistencies, and that was that Emma Watson's British voice came out a little bit, her accent, because she's supposed to be playing an American in this movie, and her accent came out once or twice, but that's really it. So if you couldn't tell already, I think Perks of Being a Wallflower is going to be an instant classic. It is truly an astounding, emotional film that just floored me, and I did not expect that at all. And I have to give it props for going into dark places and doing what it did. This film truly deserves it, but I'm going to give Perks of Being a Wallflower 5 out of 5 stars. It truly, truly deserves it. If you've seen Perks of Being a Wallflower, or you plan on seeing it, please let me know what you thought about it when you see it in the comments down below. You could please like this video and subscribe if you enjoyed this review. Also check out my Facebook and Twitter accounts on my channel. I am John from Mopman Jones Reviews. See you next time.
But right now, we are alive. And in this moment,
swear we are infinite.